Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Apple School of Knowledge. Today we are starting to solve the CSS past papers question one by one. Hope you will find it understandable and fruitful. For today, I have chosen the first paper of CSS attempt that is 2019. So let's start. Okay, first you keep it in your mind that when you are attempting a question, you have to read the requirement of the question, that what is the requirement of the question, and this will direct you to the right way to solve the question with a very little time, because the examiner will allot the numbers will be based on the requirement. So in a professional exam you have to be a promising skill and time management. So the first thing we have to understand, and that is the requirement, that what is the requirement. So if you see here's the requirement is determine the missing number. We have to determine the missing amount. Now let's start from the very beginning, that what is the question is all about. Some amount are omitted, we have some number are missing, and each of the following in financial statement. The total asset is given, fine. Total liability is missing, we have to find the liability, total liability. Then common stock is given, retained earning is given, revenue is given. Expenses are missing, so we have to calculate the second number, which is expenses, and the retained earning on the January 1st, so it means that is the beginning retained earning. We have to calculate this. Income, net income is given, dividend is also given. So let's start from the liability. If I write from here, the first one, we have to calculate the total liability. Total liability total liabilities is equal to total asset less common stock plus retained earning. Okay, now you see from here, I will write like this: total liability, this will be total liability. Total asset is given as 37500, and then we have to deduct the common stock, which is 2500, plus we have to add the retained earning, and the retained earning is given as 13500. Okay, after doing the calculation, then you'll find the result, and that will be the two 150. So this is the first missing number that we have calculated already. Clear? Now the second number is expenses, and if you remember from the statement of profit and loss, and then we will have to, here we have revenue, then we have cost of sale, which is the expenses, and then we will have gross profit. I will say net profit here, right? Or net income, you can also say that. We have to rearrange and we'll calculate the expense. So I will write here expense is equal to revenue and less net income. Now what is the revenue? Revenue is given as where is the revenue? Here is, this is the 24,000, and the net income is we have already here 750. So the calculation, if you calculate these figure, then you will get 16,500. So this is the second figure. which is required. Now the last one is net, what is the retained earning at the beginning. Let me discuss the concept of retained earning. Retained earning represent the accumulative profits that a company has retained over times after paying dividends to its shareholder. So the calculation for retained earnings involves the step I will tell you. The first I will telling you, like, start with the beginning balance, which is here not given. Retained earning, this is the amount of retained earning that the company had at the beginning of the accounting period. Then you have to add the net income for the period, and you know what is the net income. This is the profit that the company has earned during the accounting period after deducting all expenses. And then you have to subtract any dividend paid to shareholders. So this is the amount of money that the company has distributed to its shareholder as a dividend during the accounting period. So the formula for retained earning is, if I write here, you will have retained earning, clear, and this will retain earning is, I told you, beginning retained earning. I will share here at beginning retained earning beginning. Then you have to add off net income, and then you have deduct the dividend which you have to fed to the shareholder. Okay, now these all the missing figure here is the retained earning beginning, so we have to rearrange the equation and we will write like this: retained earning beginning will be like, I will say retained earning this one, and this is positive figure, should be negative now, net income, and this is the dividend is negative, so it will be positive because you take this to the other side of the equation. Now what is the retained earning values? The retained earning values is given in the question is 13,500. So I will write here 13,500, and the net income is also given 7,500 here, if you remember, is given there. And then plus you have to add this dividend. So at the end after calculating this, you will get 1,200. So this is the result. This is the third figure which we have calculated. So this is all about. The question is very easy, and this question carries about 20 marks. So it's very simple question. So for today this is enough. Inshallah we'll continue in the next lecture with a new question. Thanks for watching.